Who would be?
What?
Sabrina? No.
Sophie Cunningham made headlines after openly calling out the Fever president during a live broadcast, and her bold comments quickly created a wave of reactions that few people expected. Her words reportedly caused major tension inside the organization, with the front office already facing growing pressure and internal problems. If you're enjoying this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Surprisingly, more than 83% of our viewers still haven't subscribed, even though it's completely free and only takes a second. Your support helps the channel grow and allows us to keep bringing you more content like this. Thanks so much if you've already subscribed. And now let's get back to the story.
Oh, this game is boring. It's not good basketball. Then all of a sudden, everything got spicy. Everything got negative. We need to talk about it. You guys, this is my live reaction.
This is much bigger than one viral moment. It has turned into a major controversy, raising serious questions about the silence surrounding the situation and leading to an unexpected storm both inside and outside the organization. In this video, we'll go through the evidence, the fallout, and all the important details you need to know about what really happened.
That she's not the face of our league.
Yeah.
Or if our league would be where we're at without her, you're dumb as shit.
Yeah.
You're literally dumb as fuck.
You guys played at Iowa.
What was supposed to be a normal post-game interview with no drama or major headlines quickly turned into one of the biggest talking points of the season. In less than 15 seconds, Sophie Cunningham grabbed everyone's attention with a bold statement, saying, "If you don't think Caitlin Clark is the face of the league, you're stupid." It wasn't just a memorable quote. It was a direct and fearless message with no hesitation or softening. Her words immediately sparked intense debate across the WNBA, making the conversation about much more than basketball. Many people saw it as a challenge to longtime veterans who have been critical of Clark since she entered the league, while others believed it was aimed at league executives who have stayed quiet and relied on carefully managed public statements instead of addressing the growing controversy. At a time when the league was already dealing with mounting pressure, Cunningham's comments added even more fuel to an already heated situation. Within minutes, the internet exploded with reactions. TikTok filled up with dramatic edits, Twitter was packed with long discussion threads, and Instagram was flooded with memes, reels, and tribute posts. Fans gave Sophie Cunningham nicknames like the Enforcer, the Bodyguard, and the Last True Survivor. But many people overlooked what made her comments so powerful. It wasn't just a viral quote. It felt like someone who was tired of fake smiles, empty respect, and staying quiet. Many fans believed Cunningham wasn't simply defending Caitlin Clark. She was willing to stand beside her no matter the backlash. While the conversation kept growing across social media, the Fever's front office remained silent, making Sophie's bold stance stand out even more. After Sophie Cunningham's comments spread across social media, many believed Indiana's leadership was thrown into damage control mode as the situation gained more attention. With one of their own speaking out so publicly, the organization appeared to face growing pressure and difficult questions, while many fans felt there was no clear response or plan to handle the controversy. If you agree that Sophie's remarks deserve more attention, don't forget to like this video and share your thoughts in the comments. The more people join the conversation, the harder it becomes for the league and everyone involved to ignore the growing debate.
I got her, but at the very end, and I'm not saying this is what caused it, but she dipped a little bit.
Yeah.
Like but she did dip. And then right when I saw, I was like, oh shit, like my bad. Not really my bad. And then they both came at me. I was like, fuck it, come.
Did you get fined for that?
Yeah, like $900,
Oh.
which like our fines are a joke.
The coolest part about that fight is that your face.
I didn't care.
Everyone remembers that game between Indiana and Connecticut. Caitlin Clark took another hard hit, this time involving J.C. Sheldon, adding to a growing list of physical moments she has faced on the court. But what happened next immediately became the biggest story of the night. Sophie Cunningham stepped in without hesitation, confronting Sheldon in a play that quickly drew everyone's attention. The referees called a foul, and Cunningham was later fined, but the incident spread across social media within minutes. Slow-motion clips flooded Twitter, fans debated whether she was protecting her teammate or going too far, and the play instantly became one of the most talked-about moments of the season. According to reports, Sophie even joked about the fine afterward, making it clear she had no regrets about standing up for Clark. Before the players had even left the court, clips of the incident were already spreading across social media, with many posts sharing the message, "Protect the Queen." The moment quickly became one of the biggest talking points online. According to the story being told, the real impact came afterward in the locker room, where Caitlin Clark reportedly looked at Sophie Cunningham and simply said, "Finally." That single word reflected the frustration many believed had built up after months of hard fouls, physical play, and unanswered moments on the court. Sophie reportedly responded with, "I got you," in a private exchange with no cameras or media around. From that point on, many fans felt the situation was about more than basketball. Clark became a symbol for those who believed she deserved more protection, while Cunningham was praised as a teammate willing to stand by her. The incident strengthened the feeling of unity within the team, with many believing it drew a clear line between staying silent and standing up for each other, making it difficult for everyone to simply move on as if nothing had happened.
People were doing this. Two Caitlin Clark teammates weren't jumping in there. They bring in Sophie Cunningham. I had no idea. Sophie Cunningham was a black belt at the age of 6.
Yeah.
Yep.
Boom!
Wow.
JC Sheldon, that's cute. You want to poke her in the eye, then push her into a boom, maybe thing? Go ahead. I'll take a take foul, and you'll eat the deck a little bit here. And then we'll get out. I love it. I know people aren't going to like this. I like the Connecticut team doing what they did as well.
Yeah. San Francisco tomorrow. You're on the Las Vegas Strip. What can the Las Vegas expect from Sophie?
You know what? I'm just gonna be me. I don't go in there trying to predetermine anything. I'm dialed in. I need to focus on hitting my shots, making sure I'm executing the schemes right. I'm not focused on the extracurricular activities. And you know what? During that, it was just part of the game. I think the refs had a lot to do with that. It was a build up for a couple of years now of them just not protecting, the star player of the WNBA. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to protect my teammates. That's what I do. And I'm a team player. So
Behind the scenes, the tension had reportedly been building for a long time. According to this narrative, Sophie Cunningham's actions were not a random reaction, but the result of months of watching what she believed was a pattern of physical play against Caitlin Clark. Supporters argued it wasn't just one incident. They pointed to repeated hard fouls, bumps after the whistle, sideline reactions, and critical comments that they felt showed Clark was being treated differently. Some believed there was an effort to make her adjustment to the WNBA even more difficult, while others viewed it as the normal physical nature of professional basketball. As the hits continued to add up, many fans felt Cunningham had reached her limit. When Clark took another hard collision during the game, it became the moment that pushed everything over the edge, turning weeks of growing frustration into a confrontation that quickly captured the attention of the entire league. Many fans believed Sophie's response was not a reckless decision, but the result of weeks and months of built-up frustration. After the incident, the atmosphere around the Fever reportedly felt different, with the team no longer willing to ignore what they believed had been happening on the court. According to this perspective, Cunningham's actions became a turning point that encouraged others to speak up instead of staying silent. As the debate grew, some critics questioned the lack of strong public support from the team's leadership, arguing that official statements and careful public relations were not enough when players felt their star teammate needed protection. At the same time, many supporters praised Cunningham for taking action and standing beside Clark when it mattered most. Whether people agreed with her approach or not, the moment changed the conversation, and many believed the team would place its trust in someone who had already shown she was willing to defend her teammates when the pressure was at its highest.
when it is a simple call right in front of your face multiple times, what are you?
Many fans believe the WNBA has benefited greatly from Caitlin Clark's popularity through increased media attention, stronger TV ratings, and higher merchandise sales. At the same time, some have questioned whether she has received enough protection during games. Sophie Cunningham made it clear she wasn't willing to accept what she saw as a double standard. She publicly criticized the officiating, suggesting that similar actions by other players would have resulted in much harsher consequences, while Clark often seemed to receive little protection. Cunningham also appeared to challenge league leadership, arguing that while Clark has helped grow the league, she deserves stronger support in return. Those comments quickly spread across social media, sparking intense debate among fans. Videos of her remarks went viral, people shared clips across multiple platforms, and the discussion became one of the biggest stories surrounding the league. As the conversation continued to grow, many fans showed their support with signs and messages in the stands, and Sophie's comments felt less like a routine interview and more like a passionate call for change. Supporters who believed Caitlin Clark had faced repeated hard contact without enough protection rallied behind Cunningham, praising her for saying what they felt others would not. At the same time, critics questioned the lack of a strong public response from the Fever's leadership, noting the silence from team officials while the debate spread across social media. Many fans argued that the league had benefited from Clark's popularity, but had not done enough to protect one of its biggest stars on the court. Cunningham's remarks fueled an even larger discussion about player safety, officiating, and league leadership, with supporters insisting that the WNBA needed to clearly show its commitment to protecting all of its players. Whether people agreed with her comments or not, they intensified the pressure on the league and made the issue impossible to ignore.
You guys, you can hear it in the video right here. The Indiana Fever fans were chanting, "Sophie, Sophie." Sophie's jersey is going to sell out tonight. She's going to be in the All-Star game tonight just from this one play because she was standing on business. It wasn't a dirty play. It was an intentional foul, and it was meant to send a message. And how egregious the referees were and how they were not protecting players. And they especially weren't protecting the #1 player in this league, the biggest draw in this league, which is Caitlin.
Sophie Cunningham quickly became one of the biggest talking points on social media, with many fans praising her as an enforcer who spoke her mind without waiting for approval from anyone. Videos spread rapidly across TikTok, showing clips of Caitlin Clark taking hard hits alongside dramatic edits and captions from supporters who believed she deserved more protection. Many people who had never closely followed the WNBA joined the conversation, saying Sophie's actions made them pay attention to the league. Her popularity grew rapidly. Merchandise attracted strong demand, and fans of all ages shared messages of support online. While excitement continued to build across social media, many felt the league's public response remained formal and focused on standard statements about sportsmanship and player conduct rather than directly addressing the concerns that were driving the debate. As a result, the discussion continued to grow, with supporters calling for stronger action on player safety and clearer leadership from the league. As the debate continued, many fans felt the issue was no longer just about missed foul calls or physical play on the court. For them, it had become a question of trust between the league, its players, and its growing fan base. Supporters believed Caitlin Clark deserved stronger public backing, and they praised Sophie Cunningham for openly expressing concerns that many felt had gone unanswered. One message that spread widely online captured the mood of many fans. If the league doesn't stand behind its biggest stars, it risks pushing away the same people who are helping the sport grow. That idea quickly appeared on signs, t-shirts, and across social media as the discussion gained momentum. Whether people agreed with Sophie or not, her comments sparked one of the biggest conversations of the season about player safety, leadership, and the future direction of the WNBA. What do you think? Leave a comment and tell us which WNBA player you believe could be the next to speak out as this debate continues to grow.
To the Indiana Fever fans, because you guys came in so strong and were doing exactly what fans need to do. They were booing these players every time they touched the ball. They were getting active. They were getting after it. I'm surprised the WNBA hasn't launched an investigation yet, honestly. But the Connecticut Sun started to get embarrassed, and that is not a good place to be. That's actually a dangerous place to be when you're on the court. And so I was worried that things are going to get even more physical, because when a team feels like they have nothing to lose, sometimes they start to get dirty, they start to get extra physical. And this is not only something that happens.
Conversation had grown far beyond Caitlin Clark alone. Many fans believed Sophie Cunningham's comments highlighted broader concerns about the league and the way some of its biggest storylines have been handled. From this perspective, she wasn't just defending a teammate. She was speaking out about what she believed were deeper issues surrounding player treatment, public support, and leadership. Supporters argued that while the league embraced the attention and popularity Clark brought, it struggled to respond to the growing demands from fans for greater accountability and stronger protection of its star players. Some also believed Clark had faced unnecessary criticism and resistance from parts of the basketball community, while others disagreed and viewed the physical play and criticism as part of professional sports. Whatever the opinion, Cunningham's remarks pushed the discussion to a new level, turning it into a league-wide debate about fairness, player safety, and the future direction of the WNBA. Many supporters argued that Caitlin Clark helped bring more attention to the WNBA through higher TV ratings, sold-out arenas, and increased fan interest, and they questioned why that success was sometimes met with criticism instead of appreciation. From their point of view, that wasn't the kind of unity they expected within the league. Sophie Cunningham added to that discussion by asking why people seemed upset about the very growth and attention that many had hoped the league would achieve. Her comments resonated with fans because they challenged a conversation that few people in positions of influence had addressed so directly. As debate continued across social media, some critics questioned the response from league and team leadership, saying they wanted stronger public support and clearer communication. Whether people agreed with Sophie's views or not, many felt her willingness to speak openly made her one of the central voices in an ongoing discussion about the WNBA's future, player treatment, and the opportunities created by the league's growing popularity. Sophie Cunningham's comments turned her into one of the biggest figures in the conversation surrounding the WNBA. To many fans, she became more than just a teammate defending Caitlin Clark. She became a strong voice calling for accountability, fairness, and better protection for players. While league officials continued to face criticism over their response, Cunningham's willingness to speak openly kept the debate alive across social media and among basketball fans. Supporters praised her for saying what they believed others were unwilling to say, while critics questioned whether her approach went too far. One thing was clear: the discussion about Caitlin Clark, player safety, officiating, and the future of the league was far from over. If you enjoyed this video, let us know your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next update. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.